Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 17 of my Super Danganronpa Another 2 Let's Play. Coming off the amazing third class trial, we now go into chapter 4, and starting off with a big reveal with Nikei confessing that he is the final void. So we now know all of the voids because Iroha was revealed as one of the voids at the end of chapter 3. So Nikei is saying that he is going to work with us to take down Mikado, that he was working with Setsuka. And that was what the whole thing, that's why she was saying that she was going to help take down the voids. So that explains what was going on there. But then, of course, she died, which Nikei was obviously very upset about. So now he is trusting us to, trust him despite being a void. So we'll see. Hopefully this won't come back to bite us in the butt. It seems like it's tough for some people to trust him. And with all of that, we have literally crashed into the next island. But it seems like everything is not going according to plan. It just seems like this is not how things were supposed to go. So this seems like an interesting chapter. It feels like things are kind of going off the rails here. So we've just landed on the island, and now it is time to explore it and see what the fourth island has in store for us. So without further ado, let's get back into it. Looks like the Monocrow's had a head-on collision with the port. Is that smoke rising over there? Is it okay? This is where the Monocrow's collided. There's pieces of broken rubble scattered everywhere. Hey, but there's money, though. Yuki, what are you doing? Oh, Sora. There's something that's been bothering me. I've been looking at the part the Monocrow's crashed into. And there's something bothering you about it? Well, it's not like I'm an expert on boats or anything, but I don't think the Monocrow's will be going anywhere soon. Huh? What do you mean by that? After crashing head-on, the front of the boat has been completely crushed, not to mention the water leaking in front from the bottom. And doesn't it seem like it's sinking by the moment? Well, considering the depth of the water, I don't think it would sink completely. Then I suppose we won't be able to make it to the next island. Isn't that a good thing? Since whenever we're heading to a new island, it means a murder and a class trial have occurred. I guess so. She's like, I wish we weren't stuck on the one non-tropical island, though. The game is going to be over soon anyways. Now that Nikei's here for us, there won't be another island. We'll see about that. All we have to do is not lose hope and do our best until then. Hey, well, he's coming around. That's good. Huh. Well, what's so funny? To think our little Yuki, who is on about us being hopeless, is encouraging us to have hope. I don't know, but it kind of puts a smile on my face. Well, that was because I'm so glad for you. Just think what would have happened if Nikei didn't stand up for us. We even fought with one another, remember? Well, that's on me. I'm sorry, okay? Anyways, I hope Nikei shares the info as soon as possible. Then we'll be able to come up with a plan. Nikei did say the real fight will start once we arrive on the island. He'll have to tell us sooner or later. Let's just wait until then. That aside, aren't you feeling cold in that outfit? I can give you my coat if you're okay with it. I'm fine. There's an armor made out of... Wait. There is an armor made out of... Oh, it's supposed to be hot packs underneath this. Well, I'll be heading elsewhere to investigate some more. I'll catch you later. Frozen sea. It wasn't this cold on the last island. The fourth island. Alright, so it looks like just going this way. Oh. Oh, there's a car here. Control zone. Interesting. Okay, Tower of Babel. It's so cold. Yeah, poor Yoriko. Like I say, she is not having a good time in that outfit. Sora, wait. Yoriko, what are you doing here? Are you gonna head inside? If you are, why don't we go together? Did you wait just for me? Were you too afraid to enter on your own? Honestly speaking, yeah. Wait, what? What's your usual who says I'm afraid? Well, I don't know how to put this into words, but this tower, I'm getting bad feelings about it. Like, we shouldn't enter this place. But we won't be able to investigate without going inside first. Yeah, I know. It's just a feeling I've got. Besides, I know I'll be fine with you around. Yoroko, you better not betray me, Yoroko. Yoroko, why are you still being all shy about it? We maxed out our friendship, okay? Cut the face out. I already know what you're about to say, so let's just go inside already. We decided to go inside the huge tower together. Oh, okay. Teruya and Nikei are here. Whoa, what's all this? Are these all books? I can't see the ceiling. Just how high is this place? Oh, Nikei. And Teruya is also here. Yoroko, Sora. I thought you went ahead to check up on things. What were you doing with Teruya? I wasn't doing anything with him. We just happened to meet by coincidence. We haven't even talked to each other. His mouth was shut no matter what I did. Oh, he left. Nikei, what was the thing you wanted to check out? Is it this tower? Well, I'm still on that. I'll tell you later. Why are you keeping so many secrets from us? Are you really on our side? Yoroko, lower your voice. Teruya's gonna hear us. Anyways, don't you dare do anything funny, because we're gonna be out for you if you do. Come on, let's go, Sora. Leaving the somewhat disgruntled Nikei, we decided to split up and search the inside. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but okay, there's stuff to check out. Wow, okay, this place is quite big. A futuristic machine. I don't know what it's for, though. I can't tell if the power's on or not. A futurist... Okay, so this looks like something of a... maybe something you keep people in. This could be maybe a remnant of despair situation where people were kept here. Because it is following at least some... Oh! Hey, Monokuma! A statue made of 100% gold. It kind of looks like Monocrow, but maybe I'm just overthinking things. I mean, there has been the whole thing about, like, repeating certain events or something, like the trials and the events, like, repeating something that's already happened, so probably talking about a previous class trial. Or, like, killing game situation, right? I'm just checking all of these because... you know, one of them might have some money hiding in it. Oh! Oh, that's the Exorcist, right? Oh, a statue of somebody made of 100% gold. I think I've seen this person before. Oh, is that why Teruya was all, like, quiet? He's, like, starting, because he has the picture, right? He remembers, like... Oh, and there is... Oh, I got it. I think his name is... It starts with an S. His name is kind of like Shinji? Shinjo, I think? That's the policeman, though. I know, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, is that the policeman, or is that the, Oh, that might be the inventor. Oh, he's the inventor guy. He's the actual, like, Kisaragi guy, I think, right? Oh, that's right, because weren't they siblings, these two? The Exorcist and him? I think they were siblings. As my memory of it is a little vague. Oracle Room. Oh, okay, that is the sniper. I think her name was, like, Maki? Maybe? So yeah, this is really meant to torture Teruya, isn't it? And that's the priest. I think his name was Kinji? So we're probably gonna get to see all the characters. A sealed bookcase with a glass door. They seem to be preserved differently from the other books. It's locked as well. No matter how much I try, it won't open. Damn it, my completionist brain, I've got to check all of these, even though probably none of them have any money. All the statues of the students do, but... screw it, I'm not going to check all of them. This place looks big enough on its own to check out. Sora, you got time? What is it, Yoroko? This tower feels like a library, doesn't it? Well, with there being this many books, yeah, the place is filled to the brim with bookshelves. But something is weird here. Look. What's the book about? I don't know. I just kind of grabbed anything I could get a hold of, but look inside. Are they all like blank? When I opened the book, the text inside said, or that? So? This, I have no idea what it says. I don't know if you could even call this a book. It's like a cat walked on a typewriter. The book itself is so big, and yet all the pages are like this. Wow, what a waste of good paper. I opened up a few books when I entered here, and they're all like that. Who made these piles of trash, and for what purpose? Honestly, this is just a theory, but maybe these are all made for misdirection. Misdirection? Like, what if there was a book about how to escape the place amongst all this? Because there is an important book like that here, they hid it by piling up a bunch of fake books. If I were the mastermind, and if such a book existed, I would have rather burned it, or not leave it in an open place like this. That's why I said it was a theory. It's just a possibility, you know? But this tower does feel like it contains something important. We should search it from top to bottom. You're going to take out each and every one of these books? There's gotta be like millions of them here. How are you gonna reach the ones that are high up on the shelves? You're gonna hurt yourself. Well, we've gotta make do somehow. And we've got Nikei, remember? Nikei, as a former Void member, should know about what's up with this tower. You're right. Let's look around for now, and once we regroup, we'll ask Nikei about this. Is there anything else worth checking out? Hey, speak of the devil? Nikei. Sora, have you seen Mikado? Huh? Oh, I was the one who spoke first. No, I haven't seen Mikado in the last few days. Ah, figures. Drats. What's wrong? Do you have some business with Mikado? From what I know, the situation now is going differently than what was planned. What do you mean by that? I'll be sure of the exact details once I meet Mikado. The only one who can explain the situation is him. Meeting him, but isn't that dangerous for you to encounter him? You're a traitor to the Voids. No, just checking on him is enough. If my theory's correct, he's probably the one most confused right now. What is that supposed to... I'm sorry, I've got no time for this. I'm gonna search for Mikado. Should definitely be here. So I wonder if maybe Monocrow was the one who, like, crashed? Except we don't know where he is. Like, maybe he's the one who crashed the Monocruise. The fact that they said Mikado would be confused about what's going on tells me that the cruise ship crashing was not part of the plan. I have no idea what's going on, but by the looks of it, it seems like something is out of the ordinary here. He'll probably tell us later. We just have to trust him for now. Meeting room. Alright, let's see if we can find any more of those statues. Oh shit, Shiobai. He's probably not going to talk to us. Shiobai, funny running into you. Yo, albino. Oh, I thought for sure you'd say something along the lines of shut up and scram. What's wrong? Have you seen Monocrow since the last trial? Monocrow? No, I haven't. I see. Well then. Wait, just a sec. Shiobai, why did you ask that? Shut up and scram. Objection. I answered your question, so you should answer mine. Pretty sure that's how deals work. I have no obligation to answer your question. Hey, everyone, get a load of this. The ultimate broker's trying to rip me off here. Fucking, I am never gonna speak to you again. I'm gonna be wasting my time if I continue this. Alright, I'll answer one of your questions, but only one, and make it quick. Victory is mine. Well, that aside, you have a lot of knowledge, right? This tower? I guess library? Anyway, what do you make of this place? He's like, you just asked like 3 separate questions. This place? It's obviously Babel's library. The what now? It's a short story by Borges, a hexagonal tower with each wall filled with bookshelves. Oh, that description really fits the place. Even the sign in front of the tower reads Babel's Tower, come to think of it. It's not just that it looks similar. If you take a look at any of these books, see? A string of unrecognizable letters. This is exactly the same as the story. The books from Babel's library are words from all around the world lined up arbitrarily. So this place is a structure made exactly from the story. I can't say for sure this far. They wouldn't have used an astronomical amount of money to build this place for nothing. Why do you think they made this place? He's like, I've answered at least 5 questions. You're lucky that, it's like, you're asking for too much now. I thought I said 1. This isn't an equal deal anymore. Just leave. You got me. But Shiobai, you were able to save all of us last trial. If you would be so kind to lend us just a little bit of your power, we'd be... Not even gonna let her finish. Hey, you can't just leave when someone's talking to you. Shiobai, listen to me. Stupid Trashimoto. Supply room. Gosh, this place is huge. Holy cow. Okay. So we'll check out, there's the meeting room and the supply room. Nope, alright, who do we have here? Alright, that was the lawyer. I feel bad, I don't remember his name at all. So who are we missing here? Oh, I'm trying to think if they were related to... No, they wouldn't be. I was thinking like the two people next to each other would be like the perpetrator, like the blackened and the victim, but that wouldn't be the case because the sniper was killed by the soccer player. I remember that. In this case, these were the two victims from the third trial. I think, oh, what was her name? I feel so terrible. That was the doctor. They were both good characters, and it makes me feel worse that I do not remember what their names are. Okay, so nothing else here. Okay, there's the cheerleader. So who are we missing here? We're missing the sprinter, the soccer player. There's definitely... I wonder... Oh, is there going to be a Yuki statue or not Yuki? That would be wild. There he is. The hole through which food is dispensed, however, a key is required in order to operate it. Yeah, there's still quite a few more characters that we haven't seen yet. Oh, I wonder if Ray's going to be here too. Lounge. Okay, there's Teruya, but before that, see if there's anything else here to check out. Teruya, whom I saw on the first floor just a few moments ago, stood there without budging. Teruya, what are you doing here? Oh, no, that's so sad. He does remember. Oh, he's holding his goggles. The goggles of the pilot, whose name I also can't remember. I feel terrible. I remember Satsuki. That's right, because the two of them, they were a couple. And yeah, didn't he give Teruya his goggles before he died? Ugh. I was frozen by the sight in front of me. Teruya was crying his eyes out in front of the statue. It seemed he didn't care if anyone was listening. He was choked with tears. The tower echoed with his crying voice as the tears dripped from his face. I don't think this is the right time to talk to him. I'll ask him what the matter is once he settles down. I'm just gonna awkwardly just walk by like, hey, sorry, I'm just gonna scooch by ya, buddy. Just gonna go check out this room here. I mean, I would assume it would only be victims, right? So Ray and the police officer, they wouldn't be included here because these look like memorials for the people who've died. And then obviously there wouldn't be one of Teruya either. Oh, something up here. A huge clock. There's a lot of dust piled up, but the hand turns properly. Oh shit, just straight up cut in half. A statue of someone made of 100% gold. The statue's too damaged to recognize. I guess by process of elimination we could figure out who that would be. I'm trying to remember if there was anybody that was like chopped up like that. Okay, yeah, there's the sprinter, the runner. Oh, okay, it seems like we're at the top here. I don't think there's anything else to check out. Power room, no entry without permission. I don't think I missed anything over here. I hope I didn't miss anything and then I have to go back all over again. It's an abandoned car. It's smoking, so I assume it's broken. Sora, you're here. Shinji, there you are. Aren't you feeling cold? You didn't even take any hot packs. Hey, do you want to see my armor of hot packs I've got underneath? No, I'd rather not. I'm fine. You've got to have something more than cold to bring this guy down. You're gonna catch a cold. That aside, is this place a city or something? It seems like it, though it feels a bit small to call it a city. It's gonna take forever to search each and every one of these buildings. Shinji? Shinji! Shinji Oni-chan! Wait, what's wrong, Shinji? Is something the matter? Huh? What'd you say? It's not like you to lose focus like that. Something up? No, it's nothing like that. I'm gonna go and investigate someplace else. I'm sorry, but can you handle this area? Huh? Oh, alright. I was gonna search here in the first place anyways. Thank you, then. Shinji looked somewhat gloomy, didn't he? I've got a bad feeling about this. I hope it's just me. Various miscellaneous items are gathered here. It looks like a construction site. The smell of the winter sea sticks to your nose. Is that an icicle? It doesn't seem like there's really much here to check out, is there? Like, I can't go into any of the actual buildings. Alright. Iroha, what are you doing? Eek! Whoa, you didn't have to shout. I'm guessing you're here to investigate the convenience store? Oh, Sora, well, that's not quite... No, yeah. Mart's always the same, so I think we should be better off looking into other places. But I guess it is quite warm in here. Sora? It's like she so badly wants to tell us about her being a boy, but she just can't do it. What is it? Nothing. I'll go somewhere else once I get warm enough. Oh. Alright, guess that's it. As we searched the island, we decided to regroup. Sora! You just finished your expedition, right? Let's head on together. Good work, Yuriko. What about the others? I don't know. I was off on my own as well. Either they haven't arrived yet, or maybe they're waiting inside? What's the matter, Sora? Well, I was worried if we could even live inside the Monocrow anymore when it's been damaged this badly. But when the Monocrow crashed in here this morning, I didn't see anything wrong on the inside. Maybe it's actually a well-designed ship, so only the outside was damaged, with the inside being fine? Well, we can worry about that later. It's too cold out here. Let's go inside. I'm sorry we're late. Yeah, you should be. Is this everyone? Where's Iroha? I met her on the way here. She said she's gonna rest in her room because she isn't feeling good. What? She should at least report what she found. And Nikei's also missing. Where the heck is he going? I heard from him at the tower a while ago, and he was looking around for Mikado. Mikado? Isn't that a dangerous move? I thought so too, but he said that things were going to be different from what was planned. And to know what is actually happening, he needs to find Mikado at whatever the cost. Well, we can't help it. Let's go over the stuff we found while waiting for him. Alright, I'll start. I looked around the harbor for a bit, and compared to the previous islands, this island is really bare bone. There's nothing here except for the store around the harbor. Yuki, didn't you mention something about the Monocrows not being able to move anymore? What? For real? Well, I didn't say I was sure of it. I just thought it would be like that after taking a look at the damage from the outside. But the lights are on and everything seems fine on the inside, so maybe it was just needless worrying. By the way, isn't that interesting? With that much of a shock this morning and everything seeming fine on the inside? Yeah, judging by the size of the crash, I assumed at least one or two of those chandeliers would have dropped. Yeah, it's like the inside and the outside exist in different dimensions. Whoa. This feels like something important to keep in mind for later. Maybe Mikado used space magic to... I'm sorry, these past few days must have done something to my head. She's like, I'm sounding like Iroha, this is bad. Anyways, the harbor looked so much emptier than the previous one. Maybe it's because of the snow? At least it's warm in here. I investigated the inside of Babel's tower with Sora. Babel's tower? I don't know if it's Babel or Babel. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. You mean the tower so high you couldn't see the top? I could even see that from the harbor. Yeah, it's like an endless tower with spiral stairs, and each wall was filled with books like a library. But the books were like all weird. Every one of them had weird, unrecognizable text. Weird text? You mean in a foreign language? No, not like that. More like the words don't make out to be a sentence and were ordered arbitrarily. It was a mixture of different numerous countries' text. It wasn't a matter of understanding because we literally couldn't read it at all. Shiobai said the tower was an homage to Babel's library. Babel's library? What's that? Wait, you talked with Shiobai? He was the one who suddenly asked me a question, so in return, I requested him to answer mine. Give and take, you know? It was a Oru something's book, and just like the one we say, it depicts a very high tower filled with weird books. Why is a fictional tower built here in reality? I'm not sure about why. I thought it was just a simple motif for the building. The tower itself is very large. I used the stairs to reach the highest point possible, and I still couldn't see the end. The stairs kind of ended there. There were a lot of rooms as well. Most of them were just the same story. Books, chairs, tables, and more. And there was even a machine room on the basement floor. I think it said power station or something. I'm not sure why it's there and what it's for. Usually Monocrow would give us a basic gist of the island, but now that we don't even have one of those, it's really hard to make something out of it. Where is he anyway? Him and Mikado. It beats me. There was something else that intrigued me in that tower. Yeah, you saw them too, right, Yoroko? The golden statues. Right, I recall seeing that. They were all different people. There was one that looked like Monocrow too. I feel like I saw them somewhere, but I can't remember where. About that, remember the people in the photo that Teruya brought? Aren't those people them? Oh, you're right. The 79th class of Hope's Peak. The class of 79? You mean the classmates of Teruya? Our, upperclassmen? Good on you for remembering that, Yoroko. We didn't get much of a glimpse thanks to Mikado. Yeah, it was that. Oh, the feeling when something that's been nagging you gets solved. So that's why Teruya was crying. Wait, what? Oh, she's like, whoops, no, it's nothing. But why are the statues there in the first place? Are they related to the tower or something? This is just a theory, but Teruya mentioned something about experiencing a killing game similar to ours. And he also mentioned a creature that was similar looking to Monocrow. Oh, you don't say. The statues inside the tower. Yeah, not the ones for the class of 79, but the large number of statues of that weird bear. Maybe that was the creature that Teruya was talking about. Okay, let me go through this again. Our upperclassmen that was in the class of 79 and the Monocrow-like creature that accompanied them in their killing game. The statues of them exist the statues of them exist inside the tower, correct? I just had the chills. Didn't someone mention something about Teruya's killing game and the one we're in being somehow related? I think Bro mentioned that once, right, Bro? Bro? Yeah, why is he being... Now Shinji's the one being weird. Last time it was Setsuka. Huh? What? What's the matter, bro? You don't look yourself... Oh, man. Does this mean whenever a character is acting out of character, I have a bad feeling. I did say at the beginning of this chapter, I thought maybe Shinji was the one to go, because usually chapter 4 is where, like, the big, nice character will die. Perhaps what Shinji said might turn out to be true. I mean, when two cases are crazy as these happen back to back, they probably should be related. Anyways, those statues suggest that there's something more to the tower, so we need to investigate it thoroughly. That was the end of our investigation report. All that's left is Shinji. Bro, it's your turn. Huh? Oh, it's my turn? Oh, Shinji? Something's up with you, right? Me? Nothing's up. Don't you lie to me. You were spacing out back when I saw you during our investigation. You're keeping secrets from us? Tell us, right here, right now. No, I don't have any secrets or anything. Wait, bro, are you a void? What? Is that why you're worried? Because Nikei betrayed you? Oh no, now the friendship's breaking down between the two bros. Don't be ridiculous. Why would I be a void? Then tell us. You know your behavior is extremely similar to Setsuka's, right? Right after we arrived on the third island. What? Now that you mention it, you're right. The much more serious face, and when you ask them, they say they're fine. In reality, she was planning something with Nikei. But in the end, before she could tell anyone about the discovery she made, she unfortunately... No, anything but that. Bro, if you die, then what do I... Alright, I'll tell you. This is all the result of my weak self. What do you mean? Whenever I'm standing amidst a snowing, dry environment, I panic. I guess you could call it PTSD. The memories of the past come back to me, my heart beats uncontrollably. My face gets covered with sweat, and inside my head everything goes white. I sound pitiful, don't I? Why? My past. I lost someone dear to me in that same situation, because I was reckless and foolish. What do you mean it was because of you, bro? I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. It makes me lose my remaining strength just thinking about it. Of course, part of it is because of the trauma, but just thinking about my stupid self that promised to keep everyone safe, yet cannot accomplish anything. That failed to save 7 of his classmates, and yet still stands as if he deserves any of it. This guy sounds like a dead man walking right now. Shinji. When I saw the face when Shinji said that, I finally realized the meaning behind it. The smile that Shinji always wore looked the same, but somehow felt sad. He was bearing all this responsibility, all this weight. What can we say to Shinji in this situation? Bro? Huh? You're not the one at fault. You've worked the hardest among us. If someone's to blame, it should be me. Just because things became a bit hopeless, I go around saying stupid stuff to you and to everyone. So you shouldn't feel responsibility for all this. Even your past. I believe that you... If someone is to blame, it should be me. Alright, I know what you're thinking. That brat who is making everything worse is acting like this. I know, it's ridiculous. But bro and I, we're all in the same boat after all, so... Wahaha. Huh? Yuki, you have an adorable side, eh? Don't tease me. Whoever's responsibility it is, we can't turn away from the result. That's already happened. But feeling down with guilt only worsens the situation. Yeah, that's an obvious fact. True. Well said. Sometimes we've counted on many times. To be honest, I still haven't recovered fully from those memories. Even though I'm an ultimate, I tried to stay away from work on snowy days. But it's the same story with those memories with this killing game. If you stop, you're doomed. If you give up, it's game over. You said it yourself a few days ago, Sora. Face the truth head on. Don't give up, and hope will be achievable. If that's the case, I'll crush those traumas with my fiery spirit. You can bet on it. This dude's gonna die. I thought it was gonna be... I shouldn't say for sure. I was like... First I thought it was gonna be Shinji, but then I saw Nikei, like, with him also kind of having character development. So it's between one of those two. It'd be crazy if it was Mikado, though. Like, that would throw everything into a tizzy if Mikado died. Yuki just said we're all in the same boat. To be frank, I didn't like some of us at the start. I thought some were acting a bit too selfish. But now I agree. Everyone I met on this island, the things I've experienced, I'm sure even when we escape this place and grow old, I'd never forget it. Everyone. Yeah! Hurrah! Whoa, what are you doing? Charging myself up, that's what. Farewell to the old me. The new me will survive and persevere with everyone. Yuki, you should do it as well. Shout from the bottom of your spirit. Goodbye, old me. But bro, that's good and all, but can you please stop that? It's honestly embarrassing me. What? How dare you? Look at yourself. You're doing this in front of the girls? And you haven't been stuttering at all. Wait, what? Well, this is a touching moment, so I'll let it pass. Go on. Goodbye, old Shinji. Aww. Yuki, could you bring a sturdy rope from the storage room? I'm gonna hang myself. What if he did? What if he was so embarrassed he just killed himself and we have a Sakura situation where she actually killed herself? And we're like, oh no. Whoa, what happened to all the surviving and persevering? Stop that nonsense. Our relationship for the past few days was awful, to say the least. The decreasing number, no sign of hope, and the rough environment that surrounded us. It was like those days where we promised to build a trusting relationship almost felt like a joke. But, as Yuki mentioned, the fact that we're all in the same boat reminded us of the forgotten trust. As we were stuck in this crazy killing game together, the bond between us survivors had gotten stronger. We mustn't be divided. Whatever hardship may come, we should trust one another. So, our report meeting is almost over, right? Then when the heck is Nikei coming? Stuff we can do without Nikei is definitely limited. He needs to come here and provide us with some progress. He said he was looking for Mikado, right? It's been hours since then. He should at least stop by if he didn't find him. Nikei said the real fight began once we arrived on the 4th island. He must have a plan. We should wait. Oh! Oh! Ooh, and even talking like Monokuma. Fellow comrades, you should immediately come over to the Oracle Room. You should come, but very quickly. Oh, this is interesting. What was up with the announcement? That was Monocrow, right? Didn't he sound somewhat different? What's going on? The boat crashed and he disappeared all this time just to now show up to gather everyone? Everyone, we should move for now. We don't have a choice. If it's Monocrow calling us, then Mikado and Nikei should be there too. We can talk after that. Yes. You're right. Let's go. That voice, it was different than usual. The voice itself was the same, but the tone was somewhat unusual, like a broken sound file. And the usual Monocrow would have spoken in a grander tone with lots of adjectives. As Yuki said, it felt too sudden, and there were many more suspicious stuff beyond that. Whoa, what's up with this room? Oh, Nikei. Yo, you're here. And I see Mikado is here as well. Where was the brat hiding anyways? Huh? He seems a bit off. Everyone, I'm finished. There is simply no hope left for me. What's up with him? Moreover, Nikei, who do you think you are running around without telling us a thing? What's that supposed to mean? You guys have no right over what I'm doing. Don't act like you care about me. Oh yeah, it's like, guys, if everybody's gathered up, we have to pretend like we're not working together. Stop it. Because Teruya and Shiobai don't know about it. What'd you say? Uroko. What? Oh, you're right. I don't know why I even bothered to talk to you. Don't you dare speak to me. You disgust me. Hey, why'd you call us? You're wasting precious time. Speak your objective, you worthless crow. It's no use. He won't be able to respond at his current state. What? Monocrow, what's the deal here? Something is weird. Both Monocrow and Mikado are acting suspicious. It's like something bad is gonna happen ever since we arrived on the island. Well, yeah, that's usually how it goes, right? And it was like Yuki said. Granted, everything up till now was outrageous, but there was still a sense of pattern in them. Everything now had been muddled to the point where there was no pattern or cliches anymore. Just utter chaos. Where's Iroha? Huh? Now that you mention it, I think she said she wasn't feeling well. She still must have heard the announcement, unless she fell asleep. I'm sorry I'm late. Did you guys wait long? I can't say we haven't. Iroha, is your headache any better now? Huh? Headache? Oh, right. Yeah, just a quick rest and I'm all good now. But that aside, why were we called again? Beats me. Monocrow's silent right now. Can I leave now? Ahem. Oh, you're all here now. Oop-poo-poo. Oop-poo-poo. Sorry for the late start, then let's get right to it. From now on, you need to assemble here every day to pick one of these books. Huh? Books? What does that have to do with anything? When your name is called, just come forward and pick any book. Inside the book contains helpful info, if you're lucky, that is. Oop-oop-oo. Why don't you try out your good fortune, will ya? What in the world is he talking about? Hey, Yuki, lucky student, this would be a good time to use your ability. Is something wrong, Mr. Crow? The Monocrow who suddenly spoke aloud definitely did sound a lot different from the one we knew. His tone became much more casual, and he stutters in between his words. Not to mention that weird laugh. He didn't show any movement or facial expressions while he was talking, as if he was an automatic machine. Once you pick a book, you can check it only on the spot. After that, you must return it back to the shelf. If you don't, it will be punishment time. Now let's start with V001. Come on out and pick your book. Wait, who is that? Hey, Monocrow, answer me. It will be useless to try to talk sense to him right now. You should just silently oblige to his words. Mikado then opened the glass door in front of him to pick a random book. He briefly opened it, put it back, and returned to his place. What do you mean by that? Don't you have someone that can answer those questions for you now? Me, in my useless, pathetic current state, can barely muster up the strength to say anything. As such, I will be taking my leave. I even have to use those human legs to walk out of here. How pathetic. I don't know if that's just like a something about the way he says human legs. That was very suspicious. Don't just leave like that, Mikado. Dang it, we still have so many questions. Next to the right, K003. Who do you think he means by that? You, the tall guy. Me? This is gonna take forever. If it's all obligatory, can I just get it over with? Now hold on, I001. You must follow the given order. Well, if you don't, the glass door won't even open in the first place. What the hell is I001? Call me by my name, birdass. Well, I guess we should just do as told. The quicker we finish this, the faster we'll be able to hear answers. So, what is this? Can I just leave if I've already picked my book? Yep, next is the white-haired K002. Come forward. I think he's talking about you, Sora. I don't have any idea what this is about, but I'm just supposed to open the door, pick and read any random book, right? And I must return the book on the spot. Yes, sirree. There's punishment if you pick multiple books at once, too. After I understood what to do, I went ahead through the glass door and picked up one of the books. The book looked to be the size of a normal comic book, and when I opened it, the first page was blank, and the one after that. When I flipped through all the pages, one page in particular caught my attention. Well, this is... Among the hundreds of pages in the book, one page alone had letters written as clear can be. CIW3N DOSV3 PZ067 DS7FD 30101. An unknown sequence of letters. At a glance, it looked to be the same as the other millions of books in this tower. But something felt different about this particular sequence of letters. Like, oh, is this my code? Shoot, should I have written it down? Oh no. Because there's the code that you can open up in your, in the menu. Like it had a special purpose. I flipped through all the other pages, but they were all blank. Hey, if you're done looking, then get moving. We don't have all day. I was curious about what the letters meant, but I couldn't stay any longer. I should discuss this with everyone once it's over. Eventually, everyone each had their turn, and the ceremony came to an end. So, what's all this about, Monocrow? Hey, don't ignore me! Then I'll meet you here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Oh, he disappeared. What's up with this pacing? What was up with him? Monocrow? And even Mikado? Hey, you. Oh, you were still here? What did you see in your books? Why should we tell you that? Tuh, your loss. And what's up with him? Everything's a total mess right now, like it's not making any sense. Yeah, my head has been aching for quite a while. Oh, you too? I've been having a headache since just now as well. I guess this much turbulence causes an overdrive, huh? Huh? Guys, why don't we call it off for now and gather at my room about 30 minutes from now. I'll keep the door open, so make sure you don't get found out by Teruya or Shiobai. Nikei. I guess Nikei's made up his mind on something. Ugh, there are just so many things I can't understand that it physically hurts my brain. I hope someone clears all of it up soon. Why don't we move for now, Sora? We should follow Nikei's orders. Right, everyone, Nikei will probably explain everything soon. We'll see you in 30 minutes in front of Nikei's room. Though I still wanted something more out of those books, nothing more would have come from just staying there, so we parted ways. We should collect our thoughts in our rooms and talk over this in Nikei's room together. And so, why'd you follow me to my room, Yoriko? I'm suspicious about Yoriko. She is just stuck to me like glue. It's like she's keeping an eye on me for some reason. What do you mean, why? Is there a problem with that? Geez, I invite her to my room one time and she gets really attached. I'm joking. You're always welcome here. 30 minutes is a bit short to investigate anything, so why don't we hang out together? Okay. Thanks, Sora. Got some tea bags I brought from the store. Why don't we have tea, especially since it's so cold outside? Sora, there's something I want to ask you. What is it? Sora, how much do you trust the others right now? Huh? What do you mean? Let me be honest with you. I don't think any of the others are trustworthy except for you. Who do you think the last void is? I personally think Iroha is the most suspicious. Iroha? Don't you think so? Ever since we arrived on the 4th island, she's been weird. But her actions especially are suspicious. Iroha's been noticeably quiet recently. I'm glad somebody picked up on it. Especially since Nikei had revealed his identity. And even though she said she had a headache, she didn't seem like it. Like she was hiding something. Maybe she's just stressed by our dreadful situation? Just a few days ago, Shinji and you were like that as well. That's true, but... And even if she's actually a void, Nikei said the last void member was conflicted on whose side to be on. If I was a void, I would see no merit in cooperating with Mikado anymore. That's exactly it. I can't trust Nikei either. I'm not sure how far we're supposed to trust him. If he's that desperate, is there a reason to stall this any longer? And the others are the same. Yuki looks like he's having mental issues, and Shinji's been looking anxious. Churia was suspicious from the start. And don't even get me started on Shiobai or Mikado. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say to that, but why would you trust me? It's not like it's been 100% confirmed I'm not a void. Well, I can't really explain it, but you kind of just feel trustworthy. Like you always care for the others in situations like these. It's not me acting emotionally right now, okay? It's just that I have a feeling that I can trust you. This feels more earned, the fact that I maxed out my friendship with her. I like this. I can't say I disagree with you, but if we disregard everyone's trust now, there's nothing we can do anymore. There will be more difficult things to come. I know that, but soon Nikei is going to give us some info. It's not too late to think after that. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't trying to make you uncomfortable. I was just worried that I needed someone to talk to. If I caused you to have unnecessary concerns, I apologize. Why are you laughing? Well, I have no memory, but to have someone trust me this badly, it feels good, you know? I guess I need to work harder to repay that trust. You don't have to. It's just friends trusting each other. What's wrong with that? I spent time with Yuriko till the promised time with Nikei arrived. Sora, it's time. Right, let's go over to Nikei's. There's a bunch of questions and answers waiting for us with him. Let's head to his room and uncover the truth. Are you going, Sora? I went to Nikei's room with Yuriko. Oh, Sora and Yuriko, you're here. You're late. So you were all here? Iroha, I guess you're looking pretty fine? You sure you don't need any rest? Huh? Oh, yeah, I had a bit of a stomachache and I got better after I went to the bathroom. Stomachache? I thought it was a headache. What? Oh, it was a headache and then it was a stomachache, but I got over both of them. That aside, where's the room owner? Nikei said he needed to take a trip to the bathroom. He just left a moment ago, and I guess you missed each other. I see. By the way, what a dirty room we have here. Huh? Yuki, what are you doing with your handbook? Oh, you see, I was wondering about that code we saw earlier. Oh, okay, he had the same idea that I did about that, the code possibly being the thing that we put into our book. The code we saw earlier in the tower, I just have to check. Dang it, I guess it doesn't work. What were you trying out exactly? Did any of you have something written on your books when you picked it up? I asked Shinji and Iroha, and it seems like we all saw something similar. Well, for me, I saw some unrecognizable string of English letters and numbers. Really? Mine was like that as well. Well, this is Yuki's idea, but perhaps that's the reset code we were looking for. Reset code? Wait. Yeah, the book has 5 strings of letters. Five strings of 5 letters each written on it. There are 4 hyphens separating 5 strings you have to input on the handbook. It seems the same. So I'm guessing like one of those, I don't know if like the reset code is the same for all of us or each of us have a separate code we have to put in. So maybe one of those books has the right one and we have to like maybe share all of the codes we got. So it's all pertinent on us like working together in order to get out of here to unlock that code. That means Monocrow mentioned we should test our luck, right? Then it might contain info beneficial to us. After we parted ways, I was wondering about what the code could have meant. Then I remembered the existence of the reset code. Is there any chance you two remember it? No, unfortunately. If I knew it could have been a hint for the reset code, I would have, of course, remembered it. But it never crossed my mind when I was reading it. Yuki, let's leave it for now. We can't help it if we can't remember it. And we're not even sure what would happen if we solved the reset code anyway. What if it's something dangerous? I guess you're right, but if what Yuki suspects is true, and we're picking the potential reset codes in the tower, we still have a chance. Monocrow said that we would have to be there every day to pick out the books, right? You're right, we have another chance tomorrow. Now that we know it's probably the reset code, I should probably bring something I can write on. The problem is, if it's someone like Shiobai who happens to get the code, he's never going to share it with us. But we should all be careful. We don't know what's going to come out of this, after all. What is it, Iroha? Why would Monocrow try to teach us about the reset codes? Is there any benefit to the Voids by doing this? Beats me. Well, normally we would have no clue. But now we have someone to ask precisely that. If he comes back, we'll see about that. And when the heck is that someone going to arrive? Is he taking a number 2 or something? Oh, good, okay. Whew, that was a good one. Oh, Sora and Yoriko, you're here. Speak of the devil, huh? Had a nice shit? You bet, the best one I've ever had. Wait, why are you asking me that? Just sit down, everyone.
Yes.
Iroha, Yuki, Yoriko, Shinji, and Sora. Good. Everyone I wanted is here. Finally, we can talk about the important stuff. We have a bunch of questions, you know. Yeah, I know how you feel, but there's something I want to tell you first. Can we keep the questions until after that? Something you must tell us? First off, I apologize for taking so long. I might have made you panic quite a bit by stalling this much, but I had no time to spare. Something unbelievable has happened. Something unbelievable? You know how I was searching for Mikado ever since I arrived here? Well, that was because the situation now makes 0 sense for us Voids. What do you mean it makes 0 sense? This is not the 4th island. Oh, what? Well, to be precise, the 4th island was not like this. The one I knew. The one I knew from our plans isn't someplace like this. So you mean we arrived on the wrong island? The position itself is correct, but the island originally didn't have any snow, or that tower for that matter. The city in the middle was supposed to be much larger, and there was supposed to be a bridge connecting us to the next island. So there's stuff that's missing, so what's the big deal? Did the plan go south, or did Mikado trick you Voids? That's probably not it. Mikado... Mikado himself seemed to be distressed about this. I guess he was speaking some nonsense about there being no hope for him. So that's why you've been looking for Mikado all this time. Wait, isn't that weird? Mikado should have been the one to come up with the plan, and even he doesn't know about this? I asked Mikado about it, and there can only be one answer. Somebody from the outside has intervened. Oh, someone from the outside? From who and where? Somebody from the real world. What? What do you mean, the real world? Oh gosh, so... Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a repeat of maybe the original second game. What do you mean, the real world? What about this one we're living in right now? No, the place we're standing in right now isn't reality. It's just a virtual space that's been constructed to look like one. Ba ba ba. When Nikei uttered those words, no one, including me, showed any response at all. Of course we did. It was something so ridiculous that we didn't know how we should react to it. He literally just went ahead and defined the reality we currently exist in. Whoa, cat got your tongue? Did you hear me? This is a virtual world, I said. Nikei! What? No, it's nothing. Hold on, so you're telling me that the room we're in right now isn't actually reality? That's nonsense. No matter how you look at it, this is the real world. I know it's hard to swallow, but it's the truth. You've been stripped of your memories before you entered this place. That's why you never noticed. Losing our memories? You mean not just me, but everyone here is amnesiac? Well, to be honest, I don't know why you don't have any memories, but think about the others. As we established the very first day we got caught up in this, none of us know exactly how we wound up here in the first place. Of course you can't. Us Voids erased all memories when we sent you to this virtual world. That can't be. Okay, memory erasing I can understand, but virtual reality? Come on, really? How can you create a reality like this? The best VR and AR games I've seen look like cardboard cutouts compared to this. I hate to interrupt, but what do you mean virtual reality? And what's up with VR and AR? I can't keep up. Bro, have you been living under a rock? Read the news or something. VR, short for virtual reality. It literally means creating a virtual space that imitates reality, but the technology is still far from what we consider actual reality. Our senses feel too real for this to be VR instead of the actual physical real world. AR stands for augmented reality. It's basically passing virtual info on top of reality. Oh, so it's AR. This is actually a huge set piece, and an enormous AR machine is faking the environment around us. No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill VR or AR. It's a BCI-type virtual real-time world. That can't be. Even the most advanced tech barely has an interactable interface. And you're saying this is BCI? BCI, what's that? Brain-computer interface. In other words, you connect your brains directly to the computer to connect to the virtual world. As your brain gets direct transmission from the computer, you'd be able to feel virtual reality as a real one. So it's like Nerf gear from Spear Art Online? I didn't understand any of that, but it's like we're in a computer, right? Wait, theoretically, it might be possible, but the technology for this should be decades away from commercial use. You expect us to believe that such a cutting-edge technology was used for a kidnapping case like this? I'm afraid I can't answer the technological stuff. Mikado planned almost everything. I only know the surface of it. All I can tell you is that Utsuroshima does not exist anywhere in the real world. It only exists in this virtual realm. Even I have a hard time believing that, and I'm an amnesiac to begin with. Really, you expect us to believe this nonsense? You're lying, aren't you? Why would I lie if I've already went ahead and betrayed the Void? Yuriko, wait, he might actually be telling the truth. What? And here I was thinking that you were the normal one among us. Just think about it, all the stuff that's happened up until this point. Mikado flying around using flame magic, people being burned to a crisp without leaving a corpse, and a talking weird creature called Monocrow. The crime scene being wiped out completely clean as if nothing happened. Before the fourth island, the weather didn't even affect us all this time. Come to think of it, I never thought it was hot or cold or anything out here. This is the first time that I've ever acknowledged the weather. We just assumed it was weather being clean and nice, but if this was actually the virtual world, weather wouldn't have any meaning on us. That reminds me, Kokoro once said to us on the first day. Well, that's because despite the tropical weather, the natural habitat here is very similar to the one in Japan. What's with the discrimination against me? A Japanese habitat with tropical weather? Is that even possible? Well, to be precise, it's somewhere between tropical and Middle Asia, yet it looks like some southern island. So I came to the conclusion... Holy cow! Sora, good memory! I came to the conclusion this island has a high probability of being an artificial island created by humans under some more specific... So we kind of passed that off as like an artificial island, like someone just building an island in the real world, not a literal artificial island. An artificial island? Oh yeah, though it feels tropical. I didn't feel hot or cold at all. You're right. Even when I was wearing a fur coat, I didn't feel the slightest bit hot. Perhaps this is all a set piece and we're actually in Japan. You've got to be joking. It's exactly as she predicted. Kokoro, just how much did you know? Not only that, but when the ship had crashed this badly, the inside is perfectly fine. The moving trial grounds and the elaborate machine parts for the executions. If everything that we've seen is part of a virtual reality, then we could probably explain most of it. Alright, I'll believe you. It's not like me not believing makes a difference anyway. If you keep on distrusting me, then there's a limit to what I can tell you. We're running low on time, so could you just limit yourself to listening rather than pressing on every detail? He's right. We have to trust him, even if he is actually lying to us. I told you, I'm not lying. Let's get back to topic. Nikei, you said the reason the fourth island was weird was because there was an intervention from the outside world. So, by outside world, you mean someone from the real physical world, right? If the stuff about the virtual world is true, that means we're connected to computers in a socially isolated place in the real world. And someone from the real world intervened to create unexpected happenings inside this program. Is that what you're trying to say? Exactly. Then who? If it's someone from the real world, it's at least not one of us. It's probably that person. Oh, Rei Makaru. I was like, she's not dead. She's not dead. Rei. Because she's the one who also, I'm guessing, she threw down that, the photograph as well to unlock Turia's memories. Wait, where did we hear that name before? Oh, it's her, the orange-haired lady that we encountered along with Teruya on the very first day. Huh? Wait, but didn't she... She died, burnt to a crisp by Mikado. Well, to explain that, I first have to bring you some good news. Is he? Is he actually implying that... This is the virtual world, so even if you die here, you won't die for real. What? Really? So everyone who's died? Yeah, they're all alive. That was probably the most hopeful thing we've ever heard. A beam of light amongst all this despair. I was barely holding my delight. So we know that if we connect with people in the real world, I don't know if it's a situation where it's kind of like in V3, where like they are implanted with completely, like basically they're given a whole new persona, or if it's a situation where like their personality in this world is how they actually are in real life. If that's the case, we stay the fuck away from Kanade. Hibiki's cool. Kanade, we keep a distance from. But our friends who were sacrificed for nothing were actually alive. That's right. They were all alive. Really? They're all alive? You're not lying, right? Stop being so suspicious. Why would I lie? Rei actually being alive is the living proof. I can't believe it. They're actually alive? Hajime, Kokoro, and Setsuka. I like how Kanade and Hibiki were left out of that. Hibiki's fine. She's fine. Though we have one person who we'd rather have dead, this is still amazing news. Wait, then why did Hajime and Emma act like that? If they were a void, they must have known it. They sincerely seemed like they were fearing death. And just a few days ago, you were talking about passing on Setsuka's dying will. If they're not actually dead, then what's up with that? It's not all good news, you see. Your life is safe, but there are some side effects. To get straight to the point, if you die here, your memories of this place get wiped. So, even if Hajime awakes, he won't remember the times he had with me. As Yuriko put it, this world is like a world inside of a computer program. It's like you were suddenly disconnected from the server when you were playing an online game. I guess that could damage the computer. Similarly, your brain might be damaged. Who knows what such a tech could cause to your brain? And because we connected all our senses to the computer, we feel the exact pain when we go through death in real life. That's probably why Hajime and Emma felt fear. But that doesn't mean they're gonna die from it, right? Yeah, sure, they'll need some treatment after we're out of here, but we'll probably have a chance to meet them later down the line. Except to them, we're gonna just be strangers. I'm so glad. They're okay. They're alive. Come on, Yuriko, let's pull ourselves together. Nikei's story isn't finished. If I may continue, Rei would have probably found a way to contact the Foundation after she was kicked out of the program so she could arrest us. By Foundation, you mean the same one that Teruya was talking about? Yeah, the Kisaragi Foundation. We Voids have been on bad terms with them for a long time. The Foundation seems to also have a history with the same person we were tracking down. Yeah, it's definitely, I really should have looked up his name beforehand. The guy who is, supposedly Yuki. They showed up almost every time to put a stop to our plans. Even though you did betray the Voids, it's still a criminal association, right? If the Foundation is opposed to that, aren't the Foundation and Teruya the good guys? Criminal association, huh? Well, I guess I can't deny it. But still, I don't have good things to say about the Foundation. It's precisely why we didn't call Teruya to this meeting. Of course, as the betrayer of Void, I'm planning to atone for my sins, and meet up with the Foundation once this is over. Anyway, so this Rei person is trying to sabotage the Void's plans, right? Yep, I don't know what she actually did, but the snow in the giant tower is definitely their doing. Mikado seems to have wisely constructed multiple protection layers, but it seems like they somehow went through. So I wonder if, like, the whole thing with the books containing the codes is that's maybe in a way that is, like, Rei also created that, and then, you know, with the Tower of Babylon, or Babel, to have the victims of the previous, like, game, maybe to unlock something in Teruya so he could remember it as well. Babel's Tower, whatever it is, it's certainly a big punch in the face for Mikado. Even his magic seems to not work inside there. So yeah, like, maybe the whole thing, and then Monocrow being like, okay, you can maybe get the code to unlock everything, the reset code. Maybe that's going to kick us all out of the program, and we can escape from here. Really? Is it finally my chance to beat the hell out of him? Sora, quit joking. She's like, who said I was joking? Well, actually, I think this is our perfect chance. Mikado's magic was like the ability only he had the privilege to use in this world. Now that it's useless, killing him doesn't sound that far-fetched anymore. No, I was joking, Nikei. And you shouldn't resort to killing. Our first priority is to escape and survive, remember? Even if we do kill him, that doesn't mean he'll die. Oh, I mean in the real world, that is. Well, just killing him here and kicking him out of this world would be enough to foil his plans. But let's think about that later. Anyway, I was going to tell you all this sooner or later, but ever since we've arrived, things have changed. To be precise, it has changed for the better for us since the Foundation is helping us. Now will be our chance. We'll finally have the advantage against Mikado. Good. What exactly should we be doing specifically? Well, we should set our goal to escape this place altogether. I don't know about the exact details of this place, but Mikado must have made a way to safely escape. Or else he'd be stuck inside as well. The simplest way to escape would be to kill yourself. But then you would lose your memory, and the side effects, and it gets messy. So what exactly is the escape route? I don't know, but there should be a gap in the program now that the Foundation has intervened. An object that shouldn't be here. The Tower of Babel. We should search for clues there. There must be something. Nikei, it's just a theory, but don't you suppose the reset codes are the clues we're looking for? And what are the reset codes, really? Why did Mikado tell us the identity of these? That, I don't know. We Voids weren't informed of any of that. So, it was just Mikado acting on his own. We were just theorizing about how the books from the tower may contain the reset codes. Huh, I did consider that possibility. If the Tower of Babel is created because of the Foundation, then the reset codes in those books might be a crucial clue for us. I personally think the reset codes aren't our safest bet out of here. But alright, let's also take that into consideration when investigating. Yeah, alright. Now that we finally have a goal, it pumps me with determination. It's honestly easier said than done, really. Mikado might seem like it, but he should be preparing a backup plan from behind the scenes. Not to mention the enormous amount of time it would take to search that whole tower. Nikei, no matter how hard it is, we will be able to achieve something if we're together. Just you giving us this information and setting us a goal is more than enough to motivate us. Yeah, once we get out of here, we'll be able to meet those guys again. Yeah, you know, Nikei, you're a really nice guy, alright? Don't praise me that much. I just did my job. It's not like I'm doing this for you. A 10 out of 10 Yuriko impression, bravo. What? I'm nothing like that. It feels too hopeful right now. Something terrible is gonna happen soon. Honestly, most of it was hard to believe, that the people who died here are actually alive, in the virtual world. But Nikei believed in us and told us everything he knew, and our souls, which were wandering without any faith or cause for the future, were lightened with hope. It's not like the situation has really changed yet, but the fact that we were able to establish a common goal in this despairful situation was a miracle. When that hope was bestowed in our hearts, our bonds, which were getting a bit loose from all these events, had begun to strengthen. Alright, let's summarize the stuff we have to do. Our first and foremost priority is escaping this place. We can worry about Mikado and the Voids after that. Escaping the virtual world means escaping the killing game after all. Getting rid of the imminent threat of death is most important. You're right, and the clues for escape, including the reset codes, are probably located in the structure that's out of place, the Tower of Babel. So, we should mostly do our investigation there from now on. I guess the fact that we're searching without knowing a clue what we're searching for is the same as always. But because the Tower of Babel is an irregularity even for the Voids, it feels like there really is something waiting for us. Let's keep up what we've been doing. So, can we ignore every other location? Well, if you want to hear it from a former Void, this island is officially a failure. Now that you know that it's a virtual world, a lot of stuff didn't properly load on this island. Could you speak English for me? Simply put, because the Tower of Babel suddenly appeared and this plan went south, all the other locations just lost their purpose. So it wouldn't hurt to just gloss over them. They should be empty if I'm not mistaken. Just the tower alone will take up most of our time. We probably won't have much spare time anyways. I guess so. The previous islands didn't have anything when we searched every single spot, so I guess things wouldn't be different here as well. Yes. Alright, so what should we do? Now that we're set on it, let's start immediately. Wait, I want to ask you something, Nikei. What is it, Yuki? I never heard of a virtual reality tech that's this developed. If this is true, it must be something that's been hidden from the public. Does that mean the Void is an association big enough to get their hands on such tech? Well, as I said before, most of the tech was covered by Mikado, and I'm just asking you one thing. You said you were looking for someone that helped you a long time ago, right? Why would you go this far just to find them? There must be more to it, right? Why would you create a plan of this scale? Why are you so dead set on finding this man? Yuki. Let's face it, who the heck is he if you need VR tech and a couple of lives just to meet him? Nikei, even if you don't know about the plans and the tech, you should know about the motive. I still have a lot more to ask, but this alone I cannot just ignore. You're right, just simply meeting that person isn't our only objective. I know you may find this hard to believe, but that guy? Oh, sorry to intrude, but you weren't by any chance talking— oh, that was his name, Utsuro. You weren't talking about Master Utsuro, hmm? Ah! Whoa, when did you— Have you forgotten? Mikado used teleport. Call me whenever, and I'll come to you anytime, anywhere. I'm like despair incarnate. Well, nobody asked for you, so get out. Wait, Mikado, did you say Utsuro? Yes, Master Utsuro. He's our Void's cause. He's the one who us Voids will risk everything to meet again. Come again? Utsuro. Is that the guy Nikei was talking about? Or Utsuro? Well, I doubt it's his real name, but more importantly, Mikado Sonoji, who said that you're welcome here. No, don't make such an angry puppy face, Nikei. Weren't we the best Void buddies? Shut your mouth. Just the fact I was comrades with you is disgraceful. And have you already forgotten? I betrayed the Voids. I even said that to your face. To hell with you and the Void. He's right, you little brat. No one's on your side anymore. It might just be for us now, but everyone will turn their backs against you one by one. We're not going to let you do things your way. Let me lay down our plan. 1, we will survive and escape. 2, we crush your plans. Isn't everyone in high spirits after hearing that virtual world mumbo-jumbo? Huh? How did you know? What? I just assumed that your precious ally, Nikei, would have told you that. Don't tell me he hasn't. Ugh, I knew he was going to mess things up. This is exactly why I held this meeting in private in my room. Get the hell out, Mikado. Oh, look at little Mikado. I guess you're feeling much better after that fuss you had in the tower. Hmm? We heard everything from Nikei, about the virtual world and about how your plans are ruined. Woohoo, well, it is true I did take a hit from Nikei leaving. It's true the plans were a bit off course. However, who cares? The result has already been decided. Isn't that right, Nikei? What do you mean? Oh. You know him better than anyone else, don't you, Nikei? Whatever process, whatever events we come across, it doesn't matter. The moment we cross that starting line, our destination is set. The system is rigged, and you know it better than anyone. I do find it mildly annoying that some unexpected things are happening, but I've decided to ignore it. I mean, why should I care? After all, you're already doing your job so well. What? No, I'm just saying you're doing fine. Just keep up the good work. It's like I don't have to dirty my hands anymore. Just know this. Well, you probably already knew, but in front of his power, me, you, everyone, we're all just puppets, just waiting for the grand climax. Foo-foo-foo. You bastard. No, be careful, Nikki. Unlike the tower, my magic persists here. And so do the school rules. I sincerely do hope you don't end your life miserably just because of something you did in the spur of the moment. You're still such a useful pawn, after all. Really, the amount of fun I get from messing with you, Nikei, it's almost as fun as Teruya. Poor Nikei, forgetting the most important facts. No matter how hard you struggle, you will never kill me or beat me. You'll never win. And a parting farewell quote for all of you sorry lot who are in the same boat as this poor fellow. Us Voids are very talented liars. I had a feeling that, like, Mikado was going to come in and cause some discourse, like, to, basically make us doubt Nikei. Like, is what he told us actually true? Is this all an act to make us trust Nikei? What's going on? What? I meant it in the most literal sense. The Voids, including me, are a club full of liars in many ways. Haha, it seems like you aren't the trusted leader you thought yourself to be, Nikei. Oh dear, I might get myself murdered if I stay any longer. Time flies when you're having fun, after all. Well then, the Joker will now take his leave. Good luck on your worthless struggles. He's gone. I guess it's his usual magic. He's the same as ever outside of that tower. I don't think I've ever seen him that happy. Nikei, what did he mean by that? Nikei, you still haven't answered my question. Who is that Utsuro guy to you guys? Oh. Oh. Fuck. That piece of shit can't win? Can't change the outcome? Suck my balls. Oh, you'll see. This time it's different. I'll grind his dog shit face through a blender. Fuck. Nikei. Sorry, let's call it a day for now. If we stay any longer, he'll notice everything, even if it's inside my room. At least I'm safe because he thinks I'm so fucking weak compared to his mighty ass. We have plenty of time. I'll answer your questions later. Leave for now. But... I said leave! Leave me the fuck alone. Alright, Nikei. Call us for the next meeting. Shinji. Let's leave, Sora. That was interesting. After that horrible event with Mikado, we decided to listen to Shinji's words and leave Nikei's room. Gee, I've never seen him that mad. Nikei did say the reason he betrayed the Voids was because of his rage towards Mikado. I guess he wasn't joking about the raging part. Sora, what should we do? I mean, it's good that Nikei's helping us, but if this goes on, he'll end up killing Mikado for real. I mean, who doesn't? The wanting to kill him part is probably normal, but the amount of rage he's built up as a Void towards Mikado is on a different level. And it really was like that. When Nikei told us to leave, not a single one of us could refute his words. We could literally feel his murderous intent radiating from him. Let's get moving. We can't accomplish anything by standing idly here anyways. Shiobai might see us. Now that we have a goal, we should investigate like we always do. Before we split up, can I have a word? What is it, Yuki? Just how much of Nikei's words do you think are true? What? What do you mean? You heard Mikado. The Voids are full of liars. I don't think I can completely trust Nikei. You with this again. I told you, if we don't believe, there's nothing that will change from the situation. Then would you rather believe Mikado's words over Nikei's? No, I'm not suggesting that, but honestly, the virtual world part didn't really seem real just yet. And the dead people being alive, even more so. Yuki! Huh? Everyone already knows about that without you explicitly detailing everything. Just a few moments ago, I was on about the world not being possible, and I assume it's the same for the others as well. But like Shinji said, rather than doubting the credibility of the info, we should be trusting each other as people. I don't care how much you doubt Nikei. But if you're going to, keep it to yourself. Stop blurting your theories. It's just letting everybody's spirits down. Of course I hate Nikei, but he's still putting his trust on us and trying his best. We should try to repay that. Hiroko, I guess... Sorry, I won't try to doubt Nikei anymore. I'm not saying you should blindly trust him. I'm all for questioning him about his suspicious details, but we should listen to his answers. Well, if he does turn out to be a liar, it won't be too late to beat the heck out of him once we're out of here, right? Right, there's no reason to fight amongst ourselves. Yoroko, you've said it well. And by the way, isn't it dangerous for us to stand here in the boys' hallway? True, Shiobai or Churia might hear us. We should end it here. And until Nikei calls us again, we should investigate the tower some more. It's only the afternoon and I'm already tired. We investigated a new island, picked up some weird books, and listened to Nikei's crazy story. All in the span of one day. That aside, Nikei told us a lot of things, hasn't he? The virtual world, that everything we see, hear, and feel right now is made up. It was certainly hard to believe, but if it was true, we might have hope that the fallen amongst us are still alive, and the Void's objective for going this far. Utsuro, was it? Ah. There's that flash again. Utsuro. Utsuro? I knew she was, like, connected to him in some way. Utsuro. Utsuro? Huh? Why am I paying this much attention to you? Do I need a reason? You saved me from hell itself. If you didn't, my life wouldn't have had any meaning. So is she like a Kane? Kind of like a person whose life was saved by him and like is indebted to him somehow? As such, I will devote the rest of my life to you. I know I'm being irresponsible and selfish, but still, I want to ask you this favor, that you, wherever, whenever, will let me be with you for all eternity. It's very Akane-like, this. I wonder if maybe she's like a version of Akane that just was given a different look. I don't know. This is not the time for daydreaming. I should get moving. Everyone should already be at the tower investigating. I should hurry as well. Like, alright, so like they said, the only place we can investigate is the tower. After I was done investigating, I returned to my room. So I guess we can just focus on free time events then. And so ends another long and tiresome day. The snowstorm outside doesn't seem like it's gonna end anytime soon, and there wasn't any new info from the tower as well. But it's still just been a day since we learned the truth from Nikei. The investigation has just started, and we have plenty of time. Let's keep this up and do our best tomorrow as well. I looked out the window just before I fell asleep, black smoke arising from the bottom. Come to think of it, I'm sleeping on a ship that's been torn to shreds by crashing onto the port. Yet there was no signs of smoke inside, nor was the ship inclined at all. I guess from these signs the virtual world story might not be as far-fetched. Might not be far-fetched at all, huh? Even after these proof that the crazy scenery before me could be in a virtual world, the fatigue I felt undoubtedly real caused me to still have doubts about that theory. As my thoughts were still struggling amongst these inner conflicts, my drowsy mind slowly drifts away. But alas, that was the last night we slept on the comfy bed in the Monocrow. Oh! Ugh. Whoa, what's the time right now? I forgot there was no morning announcements anymore with Monocrow going haywire. Oh, I didn't oversleep. I guess getting up this early somehow became a habit. I should wash myself up and head to the diner. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sora. Did you sleep well? Kinda. How about you? Yeah, so-so. I honestly thought I wouldn't, considering the outside state of the ship. But the insides were perfectly fine, so I kinda dozed off peacefully. Only the polygons on the outside model of the Monocrow would have been damaged. The virtual space inside the ship is a totally different story. I see. If it really is the truth, then this is one heck of a VR tech. Could anyone explain to me what he said, please? Huh, where are the others? Shioba and Churia aren't usually here anyways. Mikado? I have no idea. And Iroha seems to be in a bad condition again. She said that she'd take the food to her room. Hurry up and eat, Sora. We're going to need all the strength today, after all. You're right. Well then, don't mind if I do. So, Monocrow will be gathering all of us around lunchtime, right? Or sorry, him? What for? What do you mean, what for? We talked about this yesterday. We need to pick a random book every single day at the Tower of Babel. Oh yeah, since the books may contain info about the reset codes, how about we all take a piece of paper and a pen with us? Huh, the reset codes. I wonder what will happen if we do manage to solve them. What? Is there something on my face? Nothing. It's probably useless to even ask. Hey, what's with the disappointed look? Then can you answer? No, the reset codes and the technical parts were all planned solely by Mikado, so... I wonder if what Mikado said is kind of... Yoriko, she doesn't seem fully convinced that Mikado maybe is telling the truth. Like, Mikado coming in and saying that all the voids are good liars. Whether that was just to put doubt in us or not, or maybe there is something more to Nikei that he's not telling us. Hey, I still told you a lot of stuff, remember? I did my best to help you all. Why say, who said you didn't? I didn't say you were useless or anything. I just sighed, just cuz. What, you feel guilty or something? Yeah, she does not seem to be fully on board with him. Are you trying to tease me or something? Now that the morning act from our comedy duo is over, why don't we get moving? Comedy duo? With him of all people? We should investigate by ourselves in the morning, and assuming the announcement's made around the same time as yesterday, we should gather up and report with our pens and paper then. Well, technically speaking, we'll already all be in the same place anyway, since we're all investigating the tower. After breakfast, we decided to search mainly the tower, just like we discussed yesterday. Let's see, a pen and paper. I'm not missing anything, right? Alright, let's do our best today. Now, will I actually be able to do a free time event? They said specifically to investigate. Oh, okay, I can socialize. Alright. Alright. So I'm gonna find Shinji, because I think I'm very close to finishing off his friendship. This might be a problem. I've gone to every place, and nobody is around. I hope I didn't glitch it or something, because, Can I leave here? Oh, I can. Oh, okay. Alright, so that makes sense. If everybody's investigating, they're all gonna be outside of the ship. Hello, Shinji. Hey, Sora. I've already decided what we're doing today. We're going to your room. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Why are you so shocked? Don't tell me you got dirty magazines stashed in there. Of course not. More importantly, my room? Eh? Come on, let's get going. I ended up in my room alone with a girl. So this is your room. I'm not seeing any dirty magazines. Please stop joking about that. To be honest, there was something I wanted to ask you. Shinji, last time you said you didn't deserve that kind of praise, right? I want to know what happened. Why are you telling yourself things like that? It's just the two of us, so you don't need to worry about anyone eavesdropping. If it's too much for you, you don't have to tell me, but I really want to know. If it's for you, Sora, when I first started out as a firefighter, nothing more than an intern, I was the living embodiment of passion. After all, I was finally pursuing the path I'd always wanted to take. I was so motivated that I felt I could solve any problem with devotion and enthusiasm alone. And that naivete was exactly what let him die. Die? Who? The man I mentioned last time, who asked if I was interested in becoming a firefighter. I owe him so much, and yet... Has he passed away? Yes. The fire that day was no different than any other fire. Though it was a big one, we had no reason to believe it would intensify. But it was an unusually dry day. A strong wind picked up without warning, and the fire suddenly doubled in size, spreading it all throughout the burning building in question. By then, we'd only managed to rescue about half the people trapped inside the building. Things were starting to look worse and worse for us, and even just getting back inside seemed near impossible. That's when he said it, to back off, that trying to go back in there was nothing short of unreasonable. Oh gosh, I'm guessing that Shinji didn't listen. He went in anyway. The other guy went in to go save him and then died. As someone who valued hard work and passion over any measure of caution, I angrily retorted, asking what the hell he was talking about. I didn't know back then that there are times when you have to give up. Sora, what would you have done if you were in my position? Gosh, should I say give up? There comes a time when there's nothing you can do, where you need to acknowledge that there'd be greater consequences if you continued. Is that so? I wish I could have known that back then. Oh, I was just being honest. I went against both him and my colleagues and rushed back into the burning building with nothing but my passion and spirit to guide me. I was so sure that was all I needed to succeed. I guess, unsurprisingly, the danger was much more serious than I could have imagined. I ended up trapped alongside the people I was supposed to be rescuing. That was when I realized I'd screwed up. I started regretting it and was sure I was going to die there. But you're standing here alive right now, aren't you, Shinji? Yes, I'm alive, though I can't say I came out unscathed. He came back for me. Even then, he was laughing and teasing me, calling me a troublemaking rascal as he made sure I got out. Not only that, but he rescued every last person who'd been trapped inside. He was a real hero. But as the last guy made it out of the building, it was suddenly eaten up in flames and collapsed, with him still inside. Even if nobody blamed me for it, I might as well have killed him. That day, I learned the hard way that there are times when you need to compromise with the world. Still, I don't think you did anything wrong, Shinji. It came from the right place. I'm not saying he was in the wrong, but you were the one who rescued those people that day, Shinji. Sora. And I'd bet he died without a single regret about the decision he made to run in after you. So please believe in yourself, Shinji. He wasn't the only hero that day. Thank you. Seriously, I guess if you think about it, if Shinji hadn't run in, then the other guy wouldn't have followed and he wouldn't have rescued all those people. This won't undo the mistakes I made back then, but I guess he should feel a similar weight off his shoulders up in heaven. Alright, it's not like me to be this down. I don't have time to be slacking on the investigation that will let us leave this island. Wow, Shinji, now you can speak perfectly in front of girls, too. Wow, I forgot Sora was here. I'm so embarrassed. I want to kill myself. I could just die right now. Yay! That's 2 complete friendships. Heck yeah. Oh wait, I already have it? Oh shoot. Veteran. Experience gained during investigation increases. Oh shit. I didn't realize I'd already had Shinji's thing. Shoot. Well, I mean, I'm still happy that I got the skill, but now I can focus on hanging out with other people as well. Ooh, greetings, comrades. Please gather at the Oracle Room of the Tower of Babel immediately. You'll be very sorry if you're late. It's the same event as yesterday. Now that I'm carrying a pen and paper, I should be ready to go straight to the tower. This reminds me, Nikei is telling the truth, then Monocrow should be an imaginary being inside this virtual world. So, does that mean the reason for him acting this weird is because of the intervention from outside? Now, that's a smart theory if I do say so myself. I should propose this later to Nikei. I went to the tower amidst the harsh snowstorm. You're all here. Yeah, everyone's here. Why is it so quiet in here? I thought having a full party members would have made for a much livelier atmosphere. Why is it, I wonder? Why is everyone keeping their mouths shut? Oh, I wonder why that is. Did something happen to you? Oh, would you shut up, Mikado? Now, why would you suddenly shout at me? Foo-foo. We haven't had an event with this many people for a while. Why don't we let loose for once? Well, personally, I hate that this tower is prohibiting my use of magic. But experiencing the life of a boring, normal human being is a refreshing touch. Ahem, I see you're all here. Ooh-poo-poo. Oh, he finally opened his mouth. Sorry for the late start. Let's get right to it. From now on, you need to assemble here every day to pick one of these books. We know, you said that yesterday. When your name is called, just come forward and pick any book. Inside the book contains helpful info if you're lucky, that is. Ooh-poo-poo. Why don't you try out your good fortune, will ya? Enough with the explanations, we all know by now. Why are you repeating the same words again? Once you pick a book, you can check it only on the spot. Because this is a recording, I'm guessing. After that, you must return it back to the shelf. If you don't, it will be punishment time. Now let's start with V001. Come on out and pick your book. He's not even listening to us. Monocrow seems to have gone haywire. I see. I guess the whole condition has been stuck in a complete loop. Then of course it's the same routine again, seeing I'm the first this time as well. Mikado went ahead, picked a book, and returned to his position, same as yesterday. Well, to be honest, this had no use to me. What do you mean? Do I really need to answer that? Well then, I hope the best for you. Tch, that brat. You'll see. Once we find the clues to escape this place, he'll... Oh, Shinji, stop your whining and just get your book already. You definitely know that Shiobai's picked up on this already, that they're acting weird. Oh, okay, sorry. Next is K003, forward. This time, because we all knew the drill, and we simply cut straight to the chase to pick our books, it didn't take long for everything to be over. This was our second meeting, and if there was anything notably different this time, it was that we all wrote down the letters we saw in the book. And Shiobai, who lingered quite a long time on the books, didn't even take a look at his today. So are we the only ones left? Yeah, double check to see if there was no one at the door. You all wrote down the letters, right? But it looks like it's a different combination than yesterday. I thought for sure I picked the one I picked yesterday, but since all the books have the same cover and look the same, I think I picked a different one. Monocrow said it would help us if we were lucky. Perhaps most of it is useless info, and we're supposed to somehow randomly pick the real one among them. Well, these being the reset codes, it's still just a theory. We'll soon know if it's true or not. Even if it's luck-based, we have 6 codes in our hands. Even if it has no effect on your own handbook, let's take turns and input all of these one by one. Let's all start with the ones they've received. Are we ready? Oh, wait! What? Why? What would actually happen if we do get it right? It's not the first time Mikado did us dirty, and this may be another trap of his. We've been through that already. The reward we might get from this outweighs the risk of this being a trap. If something happens, then we'll find a way to deal with it. Right now, we're in critical need of info. If Iroha's ready, then is it alright to start? Yeah, let's input them. The usual reset code screen popped up. Let's see. Now let's input the letters I wrote down. The reset code is incorrect. Incorrect. It seems like it wasn't the right one. Same here. Did everyone fail? Well, I didn't expect us to get it first try. How about we swap codes then? Like Shinji said, we each inputted the 6 codes one by one into our handbooks, but the results were the same. Whoever's code we had entered, the same error message popped up. Nothing happened. It's not working. I give up. If you ask me, it'd be much more beneficial to search this tower than to bet our luck on something Mikado had prepared. Darn, I had hoped something would come of this. Well, this isn't our only chance. We'll probably be doing this for a while, so let's have another go at it tomorrow. Sora's right. And besides, this wasn't our original objective, right? Honestly, I don't have a clue what the reset codes are for. Yeah, this was always a side goal. We should return to our original focus and investigate the tower. Then, let's leave this for now. Be careful not to be spotted by the others in the tower. I'll get some hot chocolate from the store or something. You guys keep on with your investigation. Oh, Sora, could I tag along? I need something to warm myself. Wait, what? Then I'm coming with you. Yoriko, don't be so, like, so clingy. Wait, what? Then I'm coming with you. I need, some coffee. The more that Yoriko just clings to me, the more I'm like, is there something up with her? I don't know. From the beginning, she's just been like my sidekick without officially being my sidekick. It's like she doesn't want me to be alone with people. I don't know. I don't want to distrust Yoriko, but I don't know. Something seems fishy about it. It's not funny, Nikei. Alright, so we'll be right back from the convenience store, so good luck. Maybe it's like, maybe Yoriko doesn't trust Yuki, and she doesn't want me to be alone with him? I don't know. Yep, have a safe trip. Unfortunately, we didn't gain any new info about the reset codes, but as Yoriko said, this wasn't our original goal, so no one was really put down that much. The others seemed okay about it, and our atmosphere was still energetic as before. And that was the end of the book meeting for today, and the 3 of us headed our way to the store. I'm curious about that thing about, like, oh, because they said this would be the last night that we would sleep in our comfy beds in the Monocrows. However, what we did not expect was that something big was already on its course, and it was already too late to stop it. Well, I did say at the beginning that this island felt off, and it felt like this was going to be kind of a weird chapter based on the fact that the lead up to getting to the island itself seemed strange. And yeah, I was right. This is very weird, this whole thing about this tower. The references to the previous classmates of Teruria's, I don't know if that was intentional to either like have him break down, or if it's something to kind of try and jog his memory, maybe. All of the stuff about Nikei saying that this is all part of like an advanced virtual reality thing, so it does kind of seem similar to to the original Danganronpa 2, and there are lots of references between that game and this game. And the fact that like the characters, even though they die in this world, they don't necessarily die in the real world, and also that Rei is apparently alive. And there was also the mention of Utsuro as well, so it seems like, yeah, this whole thing is... There were references, like that's the guy that Yuki was in the first game, was Utsuro, and there's like this cult of Utsuro, so lots of revelations, this whole thing about like these books that have the codes that might be the codes for us to be able to unlock in our notebook. It's a lot of information to take in. I can't make heads or tails of it. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully you liked this episode, and stay tuned next week for part 18. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Lynn's VA, Kenju Storm, iCognito, Kevlar, Waz RD1, iZuzu, Jesse Pelletier Lemire, and Lucas Gomez.